One podcast.
Well, good morning, viewers. Welcome to Was Westos Podcast. Here, Was Westos Podcast from Universitas Budi Rangkas Bitung. Yeah, for the first time, I'm going to invite our guest here. Welcome, Miss Dini, in our podcast. Okay, Miss Dini, how are you today?
Well, never been better. Today is with bright condition right now. I think it's great. What about you? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm so far so good, Miss Dini.
Okay.
Miss Dini, for the first time, I'm going to invite you that Was podcast is created by Universitas Budi Rangkas Bitung. It is one of the platform for explore our experience in English. So as our term for today, Miss Dini, is about English. But for the first time again, Miss Dini, please can you tell to our viewers who are you and what are you?
Okay. First of all, I'd like to say it's my pleasure to be here, being interviewed by you.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, audience, listeners. I'm Dini Handayati. I'm an English teacher from SMAN 3 Rangkas Bitung. And I believe I have been teaching for almost 21 years.
Wow.
It's quite an experience, right? Okay.
Yeah, it's very senior.
Perhaps my experience is older than your age. For those the younger who watch or listen to this, who is under 20, perhaps.
Yeah, exactly. Because you are the one of the senior teacher in Rangkas Bitung, right? Yeah.
Compared to the age, yes, I'm senior. Compared to my teaching experience, I believe that I'm senior. I can consider myself as senior.
Okay, Miss Dini, back to our term is about English. The main question I often give to our guest star. The main question is how to learn English. What do you think about it?
Well, we can say that it is not difficult, but it is not simple also. What we should keep in our mind, English is a language. When we try to learn English, it means that we should master the 4 skills, like reading, listening, speaking, and also writing. And also, we have to require the language features like vocabulary and also some grammars to make our the skills in English better. How to learn English? Well, I believe that we should make it as habit. Because as language, we cannot learn it only passively, but we should make it active. We should give, for example, me, I'm a teacher. If I want my student to be able to use the 4 skills, to be able to master in English well, I should give them a lot of exposure. Say, what I mean exposure here means, for example, for reading. If they want to be able to read well, so they should read a lot of text, especially the authentic text. Okay, not only the text that made by me, but also the real text that everyone in the world who use English as their first language read it. And there's no other way. I believe that we should link our method with our passion. For example, I love reading, and I believe by reading I improve my vocabulary, of course, and learning can be done in 2 ways. conscious and unconsciously.
Yeah.
If we read, for example, me, when I read it for pleasure. I love reading a lot of novels, the romantic one especially. I don't know what,
Yeah.
I love romantic novels.
Yeah.
And without I realize it by reading, and then I get several knowledge in how the sentence is constructed, how I unconsciously learned about the slang that people usually have for reading, for example, for written expression. Yeah, I believe if people want to master, they want to be good in mastering English.
Yeah.
They should practice, and practice.
Yeah.
Because practice makes perfect.
Yeah, okay. Back to our statement before about reading, maybe it's the same with our religion terms is the ikra, right?
Right.
If you want to text of the one of the knowledge, you should read. But sometimes Miss Dini, in Indonesia, meningkatkan kebiasaan membaca is very hard. Can you tell to our viewers again how to stimulate a reading habit?
Yeah. It should be started from the early age, actually.
Yeah.
We have to realize that reading is important.
Yeah.
But as I said, link it with your passion. If you like the story about, for example, detective, mystery, and then try to find the books in the field that you like, it will increase your motivation to read.
Yeah.
And of course, for the beginner, when you read, you will find a lot of difficult words, the word that you don't know, the word that unfamiliar for you. But don't think too much. Don't open your dictionary every time you find several difficult words.
Yeah.
Just go through, read through, and then reading in context. Yeah, when you read even you don't really understand all the sentence there, you will find out that you will get the whole story, and suddenly you will find that your reading skill will improve.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay. Factors of the friends of the reading is writing. Okay, as you studied before, in English there are 4 elements of English itself. The first one is the reading, second one is the writing, the third one is the listening, and then the last one is the speaking. Okay, back to the next. The element is writing is the friends of the reading. Can you tell me, or can you tell us to the viewers how to learn writing?
Okay. I have an experience. My first daughter.
Yeah.
There is a habit in our family, in my family. Every time they watch film, even it is Korean or manga from Japanese, I ask them to use English substitute. The translation in English.
The title,
the subtitle. It will help them. I realize that I have never taught my children consciously. So, but I always check their writing, their anything, their work, their task, their assignment, while they're learning. And suddenly I noticed that she was in the 2nd grade in junior high school, and I saw at that time her writing was flawless.
Oh.
And I asked her, hey, how do you know that you should write this? Do you know the reason why you should make this? I don't know, ma'am, but I just feel that I should write it like this.
Yeah.
So she learned the construction of the sentences by watching. At that time, she liked watching manga, what is it, Naruto Shippuden, any kind of films from from Japan, and it also happened to my son. He likes what is it, mabar, main bareng with in playing online games. At the time he was in the second grade of elementary school. He always asked, "Ma'am, if I want to say this, how should I write?" At the time he wrote the conversation. And then suddenly, after a couple months after that, suddenly when I tuck him to bed, every night when he was still a child, I tuck him to bed, and suddenly he talked to me in English. And then every night we had a little bit chit chat.
Chit chat by through WhatsApp or
no, face to face. When I tuck him to the bed, so instead of reading the stories, he told me about everything he felt at the time, including his relationship with his friend. So that's why I suggest you, if you want to be good in English, please link with your passion. And practice, and practice, because practice makes perfect.
Automatically. Okay, again, what about two elements again, speaking and listening? Okay, can you share again what the steps or the tricks to improve or make the habit in speaking and listening itself?
Again, I refer to my child experience because it amazed me. The son, liked to watch. At that time, there were a lot of video about songs. He liked to imitate. And then suddenly his pronunciation get better and better. So first you should listen, and then you imitate, and then your pronunciation will be better. And then if you are diligent enough, when you sing, for example, when you imitate the lyrics, you are diligent to find out the meaning, and then your vocabulary will also increase.
Factors of the imitate, maybe sometimes when the viewers, especially for the senior high school or junior high school, imitate, when you want to imitate the answer in the final examination is not good. But the imitate, it make the improve of English. For example, we want to imitate the styles of the speaking in English by using UK or US, but it's very good. And then
especially there are some people who got the talent. Some people can imitate flawlessly. So I believe that when I saw my student, if he could imitate the teacher's way of speaking, I believe that if he want to be good in English, he learn how to pronounce, he will have the great pronunciation better than me. I myself, I considered speaking is not my speaking is not my positive side.
Oh no, you are expert over.
No, I just like talking, and I'm not afraid of making mistake. So that's why I always emphasize to my students don't be afraid of making mistake. When you learn English, don't be afraid of
Yeah.
making mistake.
Yeah.
Nobody will laugh at you when you make mistake, especially the teacher. He or she will help you to improve the English pronunciation, for example, or the choice of words. We know that sometimes our students make the wrong choice of words. Okay.
Yeah, it is the fact about the afraid, sometimes I think that the most factor when the newcomer in English want to learn English, sometimes afraid is the minor point. Okay, my question being how to delete the afraid or the fear factors. Fear factors of it.
Well, just remember, we are human. We make mistake. We make mistake almost all the time, but it is not error. It is mistake. So it can be corrected.
Yeah.
So after we make mistake, we know that it is a mistake, that we should not do it again, and then we will make it better, and it will improve our skill in everything, even in writing, even in speaking, the active skills, especially because if we read and then we listen, people only know that we get the high skill by checking it.
Okay, again, factors of the vocabulary. Miss Dini, should we memorize vocabulary in every day?
I don't believe it. Because I believe. Remember, there were a lot of children who are good in memorizing when they were children, but after they grow up, and then suddenly they realize all the vocabularies were gone.
Oh.
Yeah, because we should make it. We should use it. We should use it in order to be able to memorize. We should use all the vocabulary in our daily activities. We should use it when we speak. We should use it when we write. One thing. As the teacher, I always ask my student, if you need tools, or if you need people to get practice, you can come to me. You can call me. You can make a voice note with me, or you write everything in English. So you practice.
Okay, the viewers, Miss Jimmy, thanks for the information and the suggestion and the tricks. Okay, our viewers, I'm going to take the conclusion for the Miss Jenny's statements that how to learn English. There are four main elements of English. The first one is the reading, writing, listening, and speaking. But don't forget, if you have learned them, you should practice it. And then one of the elements to cover all the elements, you should learn a vocabulary. But how to learn vocabulary is not in daily activity. We should memorize them. Depend to needs of the vocabulary itself. But the most important thing, reading. Alright? Okay, Miss Dini, thanks for your time. Waktunya udah mepet banget. Thank you atas nasihat, anjuran, atau trik atau cara ya. Sampai berjumpa kembali di lain kesempatan. And viewers, thank you and see you.